What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Idaho Rifleman. Today we're going to talk about military grade assault rifles and assault weapons in general. What does that mean? What does it look like for you? Why should you own one? We'll also put some of them to the test, and we'll shoot some level 3A soft body armor and see how it holds up. Make it a little scientific and a little bit fun. So let's get started. Alright, everybody, kicking it old school. We've got the original military grade assault rifle. Almost. The cap lock was a little bit later than the originals. But this is it. This is what the Second Amendment was written for. This is all you should own, according to the government. Now, the problem is, it's not what the Second Amendment says. It's not what it applies to, solely. Yeah, you're absolutely free to own one of these. But you're also free to own any firearm. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So, you can own one of these, absolutely, but it's not what you're limited to. You see, when the Founding Fathers put together the Bill of Rights and the amendments to the Constitution, they had seen how much firearms technology had changed just in their lifetime. And knowing that they were building the United States for posterity, they knew that firearm technology was going to change. That's why it doesn't say you have the right to own a musket. You have the right to keep and bear arms. So let's put this bad boy to the test. We've got our body armor set up downrange. We're going to test our 54 caliber Thompson Center muzzleloader and see what it does to 3A armor. Alright, we're all loaded up. Let's see how the muzzleloader performs. Let's take a look at that. Alright, everybody, we have our body armor that we knocked off the table. This is Safariland SX level 3A soft armor. So we had a good hit right here. So let's see, did we stop the round? Oh, we stopped it. This is a 54 caliber projectile, 224 grains, and we stopped it. Man, that is bulged. Check that out. I have our ballistic gel set up behind here, so if we do make it through this, we can catch the rounds, but look at how hard that hit. All right, everybody. Moving further down the line, we're skipping over some of the evolution of firearms because, well, it's kind of hard to get some of those. But we've got the high capacity 10 round lever action repeating 3220 Winchester. So we're going to put this to the test. This is a 100 grain Remington Klean-bore projectile. And we're going to see how it does versus our body armor. Let's go see how that did. Okay, so we knocked the body armor off the table again. Here's our hit. Quite a bit smaller than that 54 caliber, but you obviously saw we did not make it through. And you can see there where that second round smacked our ballistic gel. Alright, everybody, next we have a rifle that won a world war. Yep, the Remington M1917, my hunting rifle. We're going to load this up and see how it performs. Because you know what? It's also a military grade assault rifle. And yeah, it doesn't have sights on it. Let's go check out that hit. Okay, the 125 grain 30-06, the Remington core locked. We had a good hit right here. A little bit high on our block, but the round came out the back, tore right through, and actually partially disintegrated into the block here. So that one made it through, but we did stop it, and it tore that round all to pieces. Just saw this on the tarp. There's part of our 125 grain soft point Remington core lock 30-06. While not technically an assault rifle, this is still a military grade assault weapon, and it deserves an honorable mention since it won back-to-back world wars. We're loaded up with Hornady 185 grain American gunner. Let's go take a look. Okay, we knocked the armor off the table again. I still only see one hole out of the back. This was our hit with the 45. We did not make it through. You can see there's really no impact marks from the 45 ACP. I should mention with this block, this is the one we shot with the 3 different 9mm calibers. So there are 3 holes in it. Now there's 4 from the 30-06. But as long as we have 3 holes in it when we started and 3 holes when we finish, then nothing made it through. So little note there. Here's a modern assault rifle. This is the M1 Carbine. It was in service mostly from the end of World War II through the Korean War. This is going to be loaded up with a 110 grain Federal soft point with a high cap 15 round magazine that's only loaded with 1 shot. Kind of like Barney. Let's go see how that one performed. All right. There is our M1 Carbine shot. We did not make it through. Oh, we did. We made it through with the M1 Carbine. That dropped like a hot rock though. Went through the bottom of the table. So apparently this happened. No, I can't believe that M1 Carbine made it through the body armor. I may have to do a hunting ballistics video on that. And props to anyone who got the Barney Fife reference. Next is another notable mention for military grade assault weapon. This is a Beretta APX chambered in 9mm. So the 9mm has been used roughly the 80s, maybe a little before. So we'll put it to the test as well. This is a 124 grain Blazer full metal jacket. Let's go take a look. Here's our hit with the 9mm. There is a bulge. I didn't speak too soon. And there's now only 4 holes in our ballistic gel. So the 9mm did not make it through. Here we have another military grade assault weapon. This is a 12 gauge shotgun. We're going to load up with Buckshot, double-aught buck, and an 1.25 ounce slug. So we'll do the Buckshot first, then we'll do the slug. That did some damage. So here's our ballistic panel.
pretty good tight grouping with that. And it is 5 yards away from the table. And our ballistic gel block is laying on the other side of the table. We hit it hard, but it did not go through. Y'all check it out. That must have dislodged when the block jumped off the table. There's our 30 carbine. That is bulging quite a bit. Almost made it through, but not quite.
We set it up and got a fresh part of the ballistic plate so that we can see what the slug's going to do now. And again, this is a Federal 1 1/4, 2 3/4 inch, 12 gauge slug. Ooh. Man, that kicks. I'll deal with it in a minute. Ooh.
Wow. Look at that bulge. Also, we are clear over here. So that knocked the gel off the table again. And that smacked that gel so hard, but did not make it through.
And now we have the much contested AR-15, the true military grade assault rifle. Just like all the rest of them are true military grade assault rifles. You'll notice this one doesn't have a muzzle device on it. I took it off. I'm going to do 2 shots with this and show you guys the difference between having a muzzle device and not having a muzzle device. This is 5.56 PMC 55 grain FMJ. Hey, it's working today. Let's go check it out.
Okay, we had a good hit. Came out the back. And we went into the block right here, little bitty hole. And right there, we zipped right out the back. So clean pass through on that.
Well, we had a clean hit on a clean piece of ballistic plate, and we had a pass through. So there's really no point in shooting the armor again, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to put the muzzle device on. Goes that way. Just keep spinning, just keep spinning. Another 55 grain full metal jacket from PMC. Let's go check it out.
Well, I know where I aimed. Ah, there we go. Hit high. Well, like I said, there was no point in shooting it again anyways because it already went through, and that time I completely missed any of the ballistic Kevlar in there. So, oh well.
So why should you have the right to own a military-grade assault rifle? Well, when it comes to self-defense and other things, more is better. The U.S. military uses a variant of the AR-15 the M4, that's what's causing some of what's causing all the contention, is that civilians shouldn't be allowed to own military grade rifles. But we have for years. They had them when the Constitution was written, and we've had them ever since. So every rifle ever has been a military grade assault rifle. They were all used by the military of the time. So when it comes to your self-defense, you have the right to defend yourself. Plain and simple. And the Constitution, Second Amendment, says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's video. I sure had fun making it, even if it was a little satirical. But I wanted to make this. I've been wanting to make this for a long time. The channel's almost a year old now, so I was able to actually get enough rifles together today to demo and make this video, so I wanted to put it out there. There's a lot going on in the firearms world right now, and not a lot of it's good. But ultimately, the Second Amendment is the Second Amendment, and it is not to be infringed. It's not to be changed. It is what it is. There's also, I can't remember the date, but there was a case law that says any law passed, anything passed that is repugnant to the Constitution is null and void. You cannot violate the United States Constitution. So we'll see what plays out, but ultimately we have the right to keep and bear arms. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. There's a subscription button. I think it's in this corner of the video. Check it out, click subscribe if you like the content. You can also check out Idaho Rifleman on Facebook and Instagram. Give the social media some love, and I have a firearms blog as well, idahorifleman.blogspot.com. I kind of write a little bit more in depth about the videos I've made and the whatnots there. So I hope you guys all have a great week. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. We'll see you next time. Also, to the YouTube employee reviewing this, all of these firearms are legal. Every one of them, there's no restrictions on them. So don't kill this video, please. Take care, everybody.